Hey, hey, all you farmers out there. Cortez is back with another episode of the Green Guy Chronicles. Yes, I have been gone a very long time off of Xbox. I'll get to that in a minute. But first, this is my first video on here in a few months. And I had to take care of some real life things first with school and preparing for college and everything and getting ready. And yeah, first I'd like to say my graduation was last night. That went off better than I could have hoped, and if you're wondering what's going on here, this was all previous footage of before I joined the game, so I was just spectating other people, but now I'm in the game, choosing a class, and let's do it here on Stadium, if I believe that is the correct name of the map. That's how long I've been gone. I'm forgetting the names of the maps. This was back when the first Strike map pack was actually still relatively new. This is before Escalation came out. You know, if you want to believe that's how old the footage is. But I'm sure, you know, Gorilla gets so much footage, he puts up old stuff all the time, so you can't blame me. I've been out for the last couple months Xbox-wise, so this is the best I can come up with. So graduation was last night, and when I say it went better than I could have hoped, that means that in my area, it had been raining for like the whole day, and we were hoping that, you know, it rained in the morning, but graduation wasn't until about 6:30 at night, so we were hoping that the rain would stop by then, but unfortunately it just kept raining on and off periodically during the day, and at around 2 o'clock we got a call saying that it was going to be inside in the gym, and everybody was like, ugh, because if you know anything about high school gyms, it's that, one, they're not air conditioned, and they're going to fit 600 people inside the gym with no air conditioning, like almost standing room only, and you know, you would imagine it's like 100 degrees in there. Some kids that were sitting next to me did think it was like 100 degrees in there, but I thought it was manageable. You could like live with it, and you know, we got out after about an hour and a half ceremony. I was glad to have not gotten a lot of pictures and everything because I'm not really that kind of guy who likes to celebrate things. But, you know, I got out. We had to go back to the rooms that we were assigned before the graduation ceremony to pick up our stuff. I had to sign for my diploma. I got that. I got one of those generic letters from Mr. Obama. Obama! And yeah, I'm officially a high school graduate now. So to all you farmers still following that path, stay in school. And how many times have you heard that? But yep. Okay, moving on to what we're going on here. You know, typically I give you guys domination, but a couple months ago I decided, you know, domination is getting stale, and I wanted to try to play something else. So I tried to play headquarters, and this is the first time I really tried to play playlist headquarters in Black Ops, and I was fortunate enough to get put on the right team, the team that was probably partied up and they knew exactly what they were doing. So, you know, a typical forum score, we ended up, like, you'll see my team, you know, they got, I'm just choosing people to spectate after I die, and we end up winning this game by a score of 250-0, so typical form domination style. And here, this is a good spot that I never knew about. You know, you probably know about it now that you've had another 2 months on me to play this game, but back in the day I didn't know about this spot, so I was like, you know what, maybe I'll try that. So I think I ended up hanging out in that spot later this game, and using the FAMAS here, and I heard that it got nerfed in one of the recent patches, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard on, I think it was I Play COD on Facebook this morning, that said, like, how do you feel about the FAMAS nerf? I'm like, the FAMAS got nerfed? Like, did it really need to be? I mean, I didn't think it was that powerful of a gun. I didn't think any of the guns were really powerful. It was either they were on par or they were subpar. Like right now I have the Commando. I always thought the Commando was subpar. I never really liked it, but for some reason I'm using it right now, so I'm sort of being a hypocrite. So you might be wondering to yourself, what happened with me and why haven't I been around or online or anything like that? I still try to hang out on the forums as much as possible, but with recent things with school, that became harder and harder, and I was just posting less and less. But now I'm back, now that it's summertime, and I can't wait to, get back into the loop of things. If you didn't know, if I hadn't told you, I probably haven't told most of you, but except for like the one thread I made way back in like April. But my Xbox is a Generation 1. I got it Christmas of 2000. Oh my god. It was either 2007 or 2008, but it was right after Halo 3 came out, so whichever year that was. I want to say 2008, but I'm probably wrong. But yeah, so it's a Generation 1, so it's like 3 years old. I've already had to send it in twice to be fixed. Once for an E74 error and the other time for a 3 red rings. This time it's the gel on the motherboard, the heat absorbing gel that they put on the insides, the mechanics of the Xbox to keep it from overheating. That failed, and now it would get to the point I couldn't play for 5 minutes without it turning off on me. So like, I've had footage of where I've tried to get gameplay, and 2 minutes into the game, after a couple minutes of waiting, it'll cut out on me. Like, the footage will just go to a blue screen, and that means that my HUPug's not capturing anything because my Xbox turned off. So rather than spend $100 and get it fixed, I'd rather just go buy a new one, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. So I'm looking at picking up a Slim. Not a really fancy one. Doesn't have to be 250 gigs of memory because I can still use this old hard drive that has all my stuff on it. And if any of you in the market know how much that is, I think the Slims now might be like $199. So if you could just give me like a range on that, just not an overpowering Xbox, just like a plain old Xbox, that'd be appreciated. And especially because now I would have the money to cover that, because last night for a graduation present my grandparents gave me $250, and my mom's friend gave me a $25 Target gift card, so I'm planning on using both of those in my quest to get a new Xbox. And I hope to see you all again very soon. I want to say I'm going to go out this weekend and do it, but with a lot of resistance from my dad, because he really doesn't want it back, because he thought I hoard it too much. So if I get it back, I might not be on that much. That was a nice... Oh, no, I didn't get... There we go. I thought I got him through the wall, but I had to go through the doorway first. So if you thought that if I come back, like, I'll be on a ton, that probably won't be the case, because I'll be stuck on, like, a certain limit per day. But I'll probably, my dad works during the day, so I'll probably bend that limit and then just play at night, It's summertime. I'll probably be staying up really late, probably until like 1 or 2 in the morning every day, and then I'll be playing then. Or if I'm not, I'm probably going to take up this offer, but as you see, I got a Blackbird here right before the game's about to end. Unfortunately, we have one up already, so I'm going to frantically try to call it in. But I got this offer as I'm walking out of the graduation last night. This guy standing there handing this letter to every single senior who graduated. And when I got home, I opened it up, and it said, like, we'd like to offer you a position, it's like a job position. Like, we'd like to offer you a position for, it's like some marketing company. As you see, I'm frantically trying to spam this Blackbird. I finally got it in. But it said, we'd like to interview you. Call us if you're interested. Starting pay is $16.25 an hour. And my dad read it over and says, like, you're not going to be doing any work. It's like barely anything. But I'll save that story and what happens next for another day. 22-4 final score, 250-0. This is Cortez reminding you to run with the public once in a while. You might just get the right shade of green. See you guys.